Get ready for high-speed action, because we start with a major incident at the Catalan GP. Johann Zarco was rushed to the hospital after getting trapped with Francesco Bagnaya's bike during a dramatic double red flag situation. We have the latest updates on Zarco's leg injury and what the medical team is saying about his condition. A deep dive into the entire race narrative. We examine how Fabio Di Giannantonio clinched the victory, the sequence of events involving Pedro Acosta and Alex Marquez, and what all these incidents mean for the future of MotoGP. Stay with us for the full breakdown. A serious incident at the Catalan Grand Prix in MotoGP resulted in multiple crashes and a race stoppage, including a significant injury to rider Johann Zarco. The event saw dramatic action midway through the race when Alex Marquez collided with race leader Pedro Acosta, who was experiencing a technical tire issue. The ensuing collision caused Marquez to lose control, be thrown into the air, and strike a wall, resulting in the disintegration of his bike and affecting other competitors. Approximately half an hour later, the race was halted again following another major incident. Johann Zarco fell to the ground, trapping his leg between the tires of Francesco Bagnaya's bike, resulting in a simultaneous fall for Bagnaya and Luca Marini. Zarco was thrown into the air with his leg entangled, forcing an immediate race suspension. Following the incident, Zarco was transported to the Hospital Universitari General de Catalunya in Sant Cugat for examination of his left leg. Team LCR confirmed that while Zarco required further assessment, he is not in critical condition. Meanwhile, Pedro Acosta, involved in the initial accident, ultimately lost his race to Fabio Di Giannantonio, who secured the Catalan GP victory. Two MotoGP riders, Alex Marquez and Johann Zarco, remain hospitalized following crashes during the Catalan Grand Prix, which was halted twice. Marquez sustained fractures in separate incidents. In one crash, Gresini Racing's Marquez lost control after Pedro Acosta's bike lost power, resulting in him hitting the back of a KTM, careening toward the wall, and cartwheeling. Medical scans confirmed fractures on the vertebra near his neck and his right collarbone. Marquez stated that everything was under control and he was scheduled for surgery that night. Following the race restart, Johann Zarco was involved in a three-rider pileup on the first lap when he braked late, colliding with Francesco Bagnaya and Luca Marini. Zarco tumbled across the gravel with his leg caught on Bagnaya's bike. Initial reports indicate Zarco suffered ligament snaps in his knee and a small fracture at the bottom of the fibula on the outside of his left ankle, though his femur was not broken. Zarco confirmed he was staying in the hospital overnight for observation. The incidents caused the Catalan Grand Prix to be red-flagged twice. The final results for the Catalan Grand Prix have been confirmed following technical investigations, revealing significant penalties for 5 riders, which ultimately cost Joan Mir a MotoGP podium finish. The race concluded after several technical reviews were completed, leading to adjustments in the final standings. 5 riders faced penalties for violating tire pressure regulations. Joan Mir was among those penalized, having provisionally secured Honda's first podium of the season in second place. Following a standard 16-second time penalty, Mir dropped to 13th place, leaving him with only 3 points from the weekend. Other penalized riders included Yamaha's Alex Rins, who slipped from 11th to 14th, the Pramac duo of Jack Miller and Toprak Razgatlioglu, who moved from 14th and 15th respectively, and Trackhouse rider Raúl Fernandez. The final order saw Rins settle at 14th, Miller securing the final point in 15th place, while Razgatlioglu and Fernandez were classified 16th and 17th. Meanwhile, Fermin Aldeguer climbed to second in the final order, while Francesco Bagnaia was elevated to the final spot on the podium. The factory Ducati rider, who initially finished fifth, moved up a position after Trackhouse's AI Augura was penalized for a collision with Pedro Acosta in the final corner. This result marked the first podium of the season for the factory Ducati team, and the Borgo Panigale mark also secured top 3 finishes as Fabio Di Giannantonio claimed victory for VR46. Following the race, Bagnaia was investigated for a technical infringement, but was cleared by the technical director after determining the pressure loss was caused by a leaking wheel. Marco Bezzecchi of Aprilia also secured 13 points for 4th place, despite it being his least competitive outing of the season. The high number of penalties was attributed to the race being restarted twice, which forced most riders to switch to soft rears and adjust tire pressure based on the shortened race distance of 12 laps. The MotoGP 2026 season delivered high drama this past weekend at the Catalan Grand Prix, culminating in a hard-fought victory for Di Giannantonio amidst 2 red flags. The event underscored the inherent danger of the sport, with multi-rider incidents forcing interruptions throughout the race. Fabio Di Giannantonio ultimately claimed the win after a chaotic conclusion. Joan Mir crossed the line in second, but a subsequent tire pressure penalty relegated him, allowing Fermin Aldeguer to claim 2nd place, with Francesco Bagnaia finishing 3rd. The race featured intense competition from the start. Pedro Acosta launched perfectly from pole position, leading into turn 1. The opening lap saw fierce battles among Raúl Fernandez, Johann Zarco, Alex Marquez, and Jorge Martin vying for podium spots. Fernandez initially took the lead by lap 5, but Acosta regained the advantage, and Alex Marquez overtook Fernandez for 2nd on lap 10, positioning him as a strong contender. However, the race took a sharp turn with disaster striking on lap 12. Acosta suffered a technical issue on the main straight, losing significant speed. Alex Marquez, following closely, made contact with the stricken KTM, resulting in the destruction of the Gresini Ducati and debris scattering across the circuit. The race was immediately red-flagged as Marquez was removed from the track for medical attention, though he later reported only minor fractures. Following the restart, the drama continued. Acosta led into turn 1, but immediate chaos ensued as Bagnaia, Zarco, and Luca Marini all crashed at the opening corner, forcing a 2nd red flag. Johann Zarco sustained serious injuries, suffering a left leg injury confirmed to involve ACL and PCL damage, requiring surgery and an extended recovery. The final restart was shortened, with Acosta once again leading. Di Giannantonio mounted a significant charge, overtaking Mir and then Acosta to seize the lead, pulling away to secure a commanding victory. The battle for the remaining podium places intensified on the final lap, with Mir overtaking Acosta for 2nd, followed by Aldeguer. Despite Di Giannantonio crossing the line first, post-race penalties reshaped the final standings. Mir received a tire pressure infringement, dropping him out of the podium, which elevated Bagnaia to 3rd. Additionally, AI Augura was penalized 3 seconds for a last corner collision with Acosta, demoting him from 5th to 8th in the final classification. The event showcased the thrilling, yet perilous, nature of MotoGP racing.